When I lived in India, one of the most problems with the Westerner people, that's why I was asking for, uh, was about when we live in Americas or Europe, we see the yoga as a just exercise, just as body, as physical exercise. And yoga is much more than that. Yoga is about philosophy, it's about meditation, concentration, all the other parts. We can live with yoga. We can live with yoga in our lives in much more ways. We can wake up and already are doing yoga. Uh, we can stay with yoga during all our day. Normally, when we start with yoga, we start with postures. We start like, oh, okay, I'm the pressure, or I just want to move my body and I want to do something. And then you discover yoga in one yoga class. And then you go and you discover, oh, it's not just the body. I will expand my mind as well. I will be more present, more focused. And that's amazing. But we can go deeper and deeper and deeper. Yoga starts with a moral code. So about non-violence, about truth. You always speak your truth, not just for others, but for yourself. So you start to go against your thoughts, start to go against what you believe in the past, and start to change for the best, for be in peace, for be in peace with every step, every choice that you make in your life. So as a lifestyle, as a mentorship for self-knowledge, what you can do besides go to a yogasana class? Because asana is posture, is the physical body, and we like to be strong in yoga, but we just do a lot of asanas, a lot of postures for we become stronger and can be sit and do a meditation for hours, for we be more awareness, more present. So that's why we do a lot of asanas, but we need to look for yoga as a lifestyle. We can be like okay. We can be in this road and this yoga philosophy going deeper, like okay, today I will wake up and what I'm gonna do, I will be in presence, I will inhale and exhale properly, I will stay in presence, I will try not hurt anyone, anybody, anything. I will be a readiness when I'm eating. And sometimes what is good for you is not good for the other one. So not make sure that when you are in a yoga life, in a yoga road, you are not trying to make everyone go in the same path that you are going. Because in this 10 years, I have seen a lot of things, a lot of people saying, oh, I do yoga and you should do. And then there's a start and hate. Because sometimes if you are doing flow and you put like food, raw food in your diet, and you do a meditation, that's good for you. But for the other one, this person needs in yoga, So I feel like we should discover our path, what is good in yoga. We have such a lot of tools for we become better, for we start to become better. We have so many books. Nowadays, people like go to the videos and in the YouTube, what is nice as well. But we should go and listen a lot of the old masters with a lot of books, a lot of documentaries, and discover and try to discover more and more. Because in here in Americas and Europe, we lose a lot of things. We lost a lot of yoga things. And you cannot say like, yeah, I'm doing yoga if you are just doing asanas. You're just doing exercise, body exercise. Because yoga is when you put your mind, your heart, and your soul in the same space. Just when you breathe in and out with awareness, that you are really doing yoga. That's yoga. So when you are in your life, sometimes you are in your life cooking. You are doing more yoga than someone in a room. Because you are in there, you are really cooking. You are like, pay attention. You are blessing your food. You are being respectful. Because sometimes you can be someone can be in a room, in a studio doing yoga and just like, yeah, I should be doing my work right now. What I gonna eat later? Or, oh, look at that person, or she or he is doing better than me. Why? And yeah, sorry, you are not doing yoga. You are just doing exercise, a physical exercise. So try to pay attention in this, in your life. That's when you start to have in your life a real yoga in your lifestyle. Then is when you become a real inside of the philosophy. Start to check your thoughts when you go to the class and you go out the class. If you do by yourself, what are your thoughts? Start to ask yourself really, why I'm think about that? Why I'm think about that? Why I'm doing this again? Why I'm doing the same mistake again? We say that this cycles start, middle, end, and start over again. It's just because we don't heal our traumas. Just because you are not pay attention enough to stop. And you can with the all tools of yoga. Because for yoga, freedom and discipline are together. So that's why we need to have like a routine. We need to do more than postures. And we need to ask ourselves what we are doing in life, which we are doing with ourselves, what we are doing with others. And that's when we start to change everything. Because I saw so many people going in the yoga studios and they are so happy during the class. They are excited And then hours later, the class, they're like sad again. They are feeling empty again. Wow. So you should ask yourself why you feel that. Where's the roots of that? It's inside of you. And that's the part of when yoga starts to be your mentorship of self-knowledge. Because every time that you question yourself something, you should stop and try to understand. And not just put when you are like cleaning your house and then you put the dust under some place, it's the same. We are like our body. We are like our house, our temple. So we should clean our mind. We should clean our body. That's why in yoga we have the kriyas, is the cleansing of body. We clean inside ourselves. When I lived in India, they say it to me. The masters always say it, like, doesn't matter if you are beautiful outside, if you are clean outside, you have a beautiful makeup, hair, whatever. If you are dirty inside, if you don't do anything for clean inside of you. So that's another point. You need to understand what you need for go inside. I work as a mentor of self-knowledge. So I want to give for you like a tool that I give to my students. They have a note, like a note for self-knowledge, a notebook. And every week they try to put in this notebook everything they feel, everything that happened with them. So if they have a dream, they put in this notebook. They write down. If they feel, oh, I'm doing yoga and I start to feel some part of my body in painful, they write down. And then you start to make links about what happened. Oh, I dream about it. I have this so, and I can fix with that. And you can understand, for example, oh, I need a meditation because my mind is not focused enough. You know, we have all the answers inside of us, but just if we listen these answers, if we can stop and listen what our body needs, what our mind, what our soul need. So I really like this notebook exercise because you can give yourself the answers. Because if you haven't had a dream and you didn't pay attention, like, oh, it's just a dream. And then the next week, something happened again. You didn't pay attention. Why your body should send to you messages if you're not listening? You don't care. You don't want to listen your body. You don't want to listen your mind. So why they should continue send to you these messages? It's like a relationship. If you are with someone and then you don't listen, in one point, you start vibration in a different zones. You still vibration, the other one still vibration, but not in the same level, in the same channel. So start to connect your body. And how I do that? With pranayama. So pranayama is the breath exercise. You can, if you are not into pranayamas, oh, I never did, or I just do the basic stuffs. Okay, keep going with the basic till you feel better, to understand other points. So start just like, okay, if I inhale in 3 seconds, I will exhale in 3 seconds. Or I can try to double count the exhale. If I inhale in 3, I will exhale in 6. And you already are doing a readiness consciousness pranayama. And that will help you a lot in this path. And that will calm down your emotions, your feelings, and then you can be more focused, more concentrated in your body, in your mind, in the part you are. Because what's happening is, if you not are doing your breathing in conscious mind, normally your mind gonna bring you or to the future or to the past, because you're not in the present. When we don't know how we are inhaling or exhaling, our mind go and travels all the time to the past or to the future, because in our brain it's in the same place or very near the place where the memories about the past and the thoughts about the future stay. It's very close. So when we connect one, we normally connect the other one. And then we think our future will repeat the past. So that's why we should stop to go to the past, and we should stop to think about the future. When we think about the past, it's a part of we never can do anything about anything. You can change your past, and your future, you can never reach your future. So that's why we should stay in the present. We should stay in here, in the now. So that's the thing. Start to think about your present. Start to think, live in the now. We are living the quarantine right now, like a lot of people just stay inside the place. And it's a perfect time to start to look yourself, to ask yourself about to be better, about to be really, really connect with your life, about to be really connect with your present, and to be better. And start with that. We start with pranayama, start to breath, start with a notebook of self-knowledge, looking everything, pay attention everything that happened in your life, and start with the moral code of yoga, yamas and yamas. Start with non-violence, with your truth, and start to question yourself, start to doubt the old thoughts. Because if you are growing and if you are going, it's time to let it go. Everything was in the past. And if it is time to let it go, because now it's the trendsetter, oh, let it go, let it go, let it go. Yeah, but you should let go your thoughts as well. You should let go who you are, because you are every day in a real and new life, in a real and new place in your life. I will open for questions about this, if you have any questions about this, because then I have time to answer. I lived in India and Bali and all the Asia countries. So if you have any questions about this part of philosophy, please ask me.
I would like to ask you if you could maybe give me a tip on like maybe like a top documentary you have ever seen, and like a top book on philosophy, because like I'm in a stage of like my practice where I want to go deeper, but it's like, you know, very difficult to grasp it properly. So I'm like absorbing information, but it's not like comprehensive, or either like, you know, it's very difficult to like comprehend it.
Yeah,
So if you could like give me some nice tip, I would be grateful.
yeah. So we have in yoga 8 like limbs, we say, uh, and you should look for these 8 limbs and see what you are not doing. Okay, so I'll give you the tips about the book, but start to see that what you are not doing in these 8 limbs. You can look in the internet later. 8 limbs of yoga, or if 8 limbs of Ashtanga. It's not Ashtanga asana, it's not the class, because Ashtanga is in the Yoga Sutra de Patanjali. It's this name, it's not about the class, the primary series. So you can look and see what you are not doing. It's a good start. And for documentary, I really like The Awaken, Paramahansa Yogananda. He has a book as well. He has a really good book, but
Yeah.
it's a hard one. It's a
Yeah,
very
yeah.
hard one book. So you can see the documentary, Awaken, and then you can go for the book Light of Yoga, because this book is a really, really book from Iyengar, by Iyengar, one of the master of yoga. So Iyengar is for me really the one that you should look everything. Everything. Iyengar is one of the best.
And you mean by Iyengar, you mean the BKS Iyengar?
Yes.
Yes,
Bec-
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
he's
yes.
amazing. And but he has a lot of books as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the one for start, it is Light of Yoga.
Yeah, yeah, I know the book, but
It's
okay,
incredible.
I'll try. I haven't read it, but I know the book because
Yeah,
I'm practicing Iyengar yoga. So
amazing. Yeah, he's amazing. He created this style that everyone can practice,
uh-huh.
even if you have an injury. But in this book, he's not telling about just the asanas. He's telling about the life. He's telling his life, but with all the yoga tools, how to do it. Another very, very good book that I love, it is The Heart of Yoga. The
I have the book.
this one
Yeah.
Yeah,
amazing, the Dikashar.
yeah,
He was
because
awesome, because imagine what all these big masters, Iyengar, Patab Joyce, the Zikashar, Indra, they come from the one in the top, the father of Thai. So they are very, very, very good. Very, very good. So I feel like if you want to go and check their books, but not their books like, oh, okay, there's one Iyengar book just with postures. I have this one. It's like, oh, it's good. It's nice. See how the postures, alignments, but no, they have like about life, and that's amazing. You know, like I can say, okay, go to the Yoga Sutras de Patanjali. No, because it's so difficult. You know, like it's hard to understand. And there's this one about Paramahansa Yogananda. The auto, it's a I don't know the name.
Autobiography of a yogi, right? I read it.
Yes, it's
Beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's amazing, but it's a difficult one. It's hard.
It
If
is
you,
very hard, yeah.
yeah, if you're not in the beginning, if you're not like if you're in the beginning of your journey, it's kind of hard to understand. So that's why it's good if you go to check the documentary, because
Mhm.
then you can understand a little bit more.
Yeah, I read that book and it was amazing experience.
It's
But I wanted to ask you about the Kriya Yoga, no? He mentions in the book, right? With the breathing
yeah,
techniques. And I wanted to ask you if you had experience with that Kriya Yoga because it really caught my attention. Yeah.
yeah. So I had the experience. I have experiencing that. What do we say? That's really important to say. I just learned it in India, and a lot of people in America told me this wrong. A lot of teachers that we should do Kriya every day. A lot of people say that. Not it's not true, because imagine what if you have a clean cloth and you put every day in a machine, or every day you wash your clothes, soon will be old, soon will be like not good anymore. It's the same with our body. We need to clean as much as we need. So if your body it's already clean, why you should keep cleaning every day? That's one thought about Kriya. We have a lot of different Kriyas, different cleansing in yoga. So one of them for you, this one you can do every day. You know the water, the gelanet, then you can pass the water inside your nose and you go in one and put another. That one you can do every day, because every day we are like breathing in and out, and the pollution go inside our nostrils. So that is the only one you can do every day. And it's an easy one. It's the
Good.
jalanet.
Yeah.
And we say like
Okay.
this, cleaning our mind, we call the brain shining in India, because they
Mhm.
say your brain becomes shining when you clean your nostrils.
Interesting.
So that's one thing. We have in our belly the exercise, the move you can do, like for example, Agnisara. It is
Mhm.
for increase your agni, your fire in your body, but we can just do in the morning time. This Jalanet also is just in the morning, because if you do later, the water can stay inside your head and your ear can hurt. So need to be very careful with Kriyas, need to know how to do it properly.
Yeah.
And you can check it out a lot of videos but go and check the Indians doing
Yeah.
the videos in the YouTube, like old videos. I really like to see old videos,
Mhm.
because then you know that it's not like something that people just put in the internet for grab your attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Right.
problem nowadays. You don't know what is true, what is real. So they do a
Yeah.
lot of other ones, like
True.
put some tissue inside of the body, like a 2 meters of tissue, and then take it out. That are a lot of things, but need to be very careful, like have someone that knows how to teach you and you are in a safe space. But you can do some, like the Jalanet, you can do it. Also, you can increase, because the Jalanet later you put in your nostril and you chew for your mouth. So that's the second part. We have the nauli, the movement in our belly for the sides. That's also a kriya, like put the belly in, the belly go for the both sides, and rotation inside are cleaning your body as well. This is like a machine inside in
Mhm.
your organs. So it's good. you know that it's good that you're interested, but
Yeah,
go very baby steps.
that's right. Yes, that's right. I got here in Colombia, we have the Yogananda Foundation. So I believe they have their, even the swamis go there, no? But now with the
Yeah.
COVID, it's difficult to assist. But yeah, hopefully after that, yeah, I can join.
Yeah, definitely you should
Yeah,
go. Yogananda is, oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God, he's one of
Amazing
the
guy.
best. I think Iyengar and Yogananda was like the modern guys. They are the
Yes,
best
yes.
ones where you go deeper and deeper in that. And please let me know. You can send me if you want to send me message later in
Sure.
my Facebook or Instagram. Then we
Okay.
can keep talking. And if you have other
Sure.
questions about all the questions of yoga, because since I live in Asia, I can
Yeah.
do this for you both. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Stefan.
Thank you because I
Yeah.
can need to give the class. Thank you so
Mhm.
much.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.